Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go through what, in my opinion, is one of the best AFK training spots in the game for both XP and GP. Today, we're going to go and explore Abyssal Beasts. So the Abyssal Beast is another extension of the Abyssal monster family, and you need 105 Slayer to kill it. Now, before doing this method, I had to go and get the souls of the Abyssal Beasts, which you're going to kill them in the same manner we're going to kill them in my player and Slayer dungeon. But what you'd need to have to collect those souls is the Usfaki, which you can get from any Slayer Master for some Slayer points. Now, I don't think I have any in the bank in a minute, but if we go and see the Raptor and go to the rewards, there we go, the Ushbati, which you can buy for 20 Slayer points as well. This is what you need to have in your invoke when you're trying to claim souls, and you can fit 5 souls in your player and Slayer dungeon. Now, this is worthwhile doing for a couple of reasons. One, you can never really get crashed in your own personal Slayer dungeon, but also it just means you can always guarantee you can go and kill them whenever you want to as well. Now, the souls did take me a little while to get the 5. It took a couple of tasks, but again, you're going to be getting really good XP and really good AFK time as well. Now, before we go here, you can pretty much kill them with either style. I'm going to do Necromancy because it's the one I've got set in my preset. So this is pretty much my preset, but you can swap this out for melee, magic, range, any sort of setup you want to go for. That is whatever, it will work against Abyssal Beasts. So, talking through the info, again, you can interchange it with whatever you want in terms of your items. I took the first Necromancer set, but again, depending on what combat method or combat style you want to take, definitely just take whatever you want. I take a Blood Amulet of Fury because I think for the AFKing and how I want to sort of kill these, it's probably the best amulet because it just makes it chill and it's not really overly expensive. It does a good enough job with the rest of it as well. Again, first Necromancy outfit and the best sort of version of a Kiln Cape. One nice little item I take as well is the Attuned Ectoplasmator because it's going to bury the ashes. You can tie it with a bone necklace if you really want to, and then just change how you have a healing process, whether you want to do a Vamp Scrimshaw and your Bunyip. You just need to make sure you get enough HP back, basically, which is why I go for the Blood Fury over it, and I'll just bury the ashes. So in terms of the invoke, some important things I have is the Spring Cleaner. You're going to be getting an awful lot of alks, and you're also going to be making quite a bit of GP from this. So I'm going to go and do an hour stint anyway, just to go and test it and just to remember how to do it, because my next plan is to AFK quite a bit of Necromancy over the next couple of months, just to get it up to 200 mil. But yeah, that is there, as well as a gem bag, which you want to make sure the gem bag is upgraded and empty so you can try and get as much gems as possible. These do drop considerable amounts of dragon stones, and that's probably the most you're going to get here. For a full trip, I take 3 Elver Odalodes and 3 Aggression Potion Flasks because the Aggression Potion is what's going to keep them attacking you. And you can only sort of, and it just means you have to click every sort of 5 minutes. You can, if you really want to, use the reservoirs, but I don't think the reservoirs include the Aggression Flask. So yeah, you can do whatever combination of potion you want to. I take some weapon poisons as well for a bit of extra damage. I take a Bunyip. I summon one before I leave, and then I withdraw another one. This really helps me out. Again, you can interchange this to whatever you want and what's best for you, but this is how I go for it. I take some Penance Powder, so I've got prayer all the time, because I'm going to be protecting melee for this. And with the action bar as well, we're going to be having the ability to use devotion as much as possible. I have a teleport to Menethos to get to the pyramid quicker. I have the charms in my invo because, again, they're pretty good with charms. More crimson than blues, but you want to be carrying the blues anyway. Excalibur, just in case I need some heals. I have the Ectoplasm just for the conjures. Abyssal Flesh, Gremwall Spikes, and Onyx Bolts, because these are like the drops I want to pick up, as well as all the herbs and all the other stuff you'll generally get on a trip anyway. But what I'll do is make sure I can drop all of these down to just 1, because what we'll do a full hour test, and we'll just see how much profit we can make from AFKing for an hour, and just go from there. And again, I did this mainly for 120 Necromancy, and it never really gave me a problem. Yes, I might have died occasionally, but that was more for me like not paying attention, as opposed to like this method not being worthwhile. It's definitely one of the best investments of time I've used to get these in my personal Slayer dungeon, because it means I have access to them as well. And if I've got any downtime, all I need to do is just use my preset, go to Abyssal Beast and AFK for an hour. Now, in terms of other requirements, I think you can just change to whatever you think's best. Again, like all the sort of aspects of the game, it works whatever's best for you. You might have a completely different setup and work just as fine as I do, or even better than I do. It's just testing to see what works and what doesn't work to get that sorted. So travel to the sunken pyramid, and what I need to do as well is just have a little change of the old action bar, because I believe mine has changed since I did it. Now a really good ability as well, Blood Siphon is like low-key quite good here, but what you want him to be doing is make sure to use your area effect abilities as much as possible. And then if we just grab Devotion and just get Devotion in as well, because what Devotion will do, it'll give us the chance to like get a little bit of HP back. We're going to do our bars, and then what I'm going to use is the Vampirism Vampirism Aura. And then this is another way of us getting HP. So we're getting HP from the Blood Fury, getting HP from Bunyip, and we're getting HP from the Scrimshaw. And then this is just put together to basically make sure that we survive and we do not die for an hour. And that's pretty much it. Again, we've got the 5 spawns in here, and then once they're all on you as well, once you click to loot one, you have the ability to area loot. And again, what you're kind of looking for as well, even with all your different versions of combat, you're looking to get the area of effect abilities first. So if you've got melee, you want to be doing Cleave, Hurricane, Meteor Strike. You want them as your high priorities on your action bar. And then with magic, you want to have Dragon Breath, Chain, and Tsunami as well. And then you want the other area effect abilities for range as well. As long as you've got area of effect abilities, you will be able to get damage down, but you just need to concentrate on how you're going to heal. And once you go to click one of the loot, providing it does come to your info, you need a couple of loots on the floor. Once you've got area loot, all you need to do then is just click spacebar and you'll be able to loot everything into your bank. But as you can see, we're doing pretty well. What I'm going to do though is just unpin, because we've got 106k XP since we've started this. I will reset. And yeah, what we're going to do, we'll go for the full aura, and then we'll see how we do in terms of XP. Again, we're not on a task, we're not on anything special. We're just coming just to do a bit of AFK training, a little bit of AFK money making, and we'll see where we get to at the end in terms of profit. I forgot to drop my Gremwall spikes, but we're starting at 5154, 300 flesh, 5154 spike, and 50 bolts, because we like to make sure any price check we do on the channel before advising on money making, we like to make sure is correct. There we go, area loot, and then yeah, just hit spacebar. We do drop sharks as well, which is nice because sometimes you just need a random shark just to heal. Yeah, we've got the conjures going, doing the DPS, and then yeah, we'll just leave this for an hour. We'll come back and we'll go through the profit and everything and the XP I've gotten for the hour as well. And again, don't just need to do it with Necromancy. Necromancy is kind of what made these monsters famous, because people AFK'd them for Necromancy. But I'll be doing this for melee XP as well, because it's going to be such good profit as well as XP. So that is an hour finished. Pretty much fully AFK. I was pretty much away from my screen for the biggest part of that as well. So in terms of XP, we got a total of 780k Necromancy XP. Fully like pretty much AFK and wasn't really looking at the screen at all. In terms of cash into the info, we got just under 6 mil. And in terms of the other stuff, if we add all of the drops, and what I'll do, I'll just take out the ones which we didn't have. The Pure Essence nowadays really does rack up. I mean, like 800k just in Pure Essence is pretty crazy. So I need to take out 50 of the bolts, and I think it was something like 300 flesh and like 5.2k Gremwall spikes. So yeah, 2.8 mil on top of what we already made. So that's about 8.8 mil per hour, purely AFK, and the XP we get as well is crazy. So again, this is why this is one of my most favourite bosses. I do think I got a bit unlucky with the Onyx Bolts drop. I do think you can do better than this, but I think what the wiki says, it averages out to be 9.5 mil per hour either way, which is still very, very good. Now what I'm going to do is going to pay a visit to the Abyssal Demons in another episode later on, either this month or next month, to see just how good they are now. I think some of their drops have come up in price, which is going to make them even better GP, and maybe could compete with these. They will never beat them, because Abyssal Beasts just have a superior drop table and you do make more money that way. But let's see how good Abyssal Demons are, and we'll pay a visit to it. But that will be the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, Abyssal Beasts, absolutely banging as a task, but you do need 105 Slayer. If you are 85 or higher, but just not quite at 105, definitely go and do it. Abyssal Demons, they are really good. But we'll come back and do a video on them. But thank you guys for watching once again, and we'll see you guys very soon in the next video.